Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. My name is Adam. Getting into another episode tonight. It's beautiful to see the bubbles green. Couple days now in a row. We got some green candles. XLM, XRP. Now we got Chainlink. Some of the blue chip coins performing now. I think this is a good sign. You know, I was kind of worried if Bitcoin was going to fall off, but we're holding strong. And I think that little alt push, we're going to get it. You know, we saw Matic push up to 80 cents today. You know, I think it could push up to $1. You know, we're starting to see the cycles kind of rhyme. You know, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, actually ETH hasn't really moved. Bitcoin's pumping, and now you're seeing the layer ones, the blue chip altcoins start to move. You know, Polkadot move a little bit. So it's nice to see that we have some kind of repeating in these market cycles. You know, I'm sticking to the 4-year cycle. I'm not deviating from it again. I was drinking the Kool-Aid that we had lengthening cycles and institutional money was now in, or whatever the bullshit narrative was. Not falling for it again. Let's see what we got going. Actually, you know what? With Chainlink, I always point out. So with XLM, we've been talking about that for months on this channel. You know, and I've been loading up. I posted it on Twitter the other day, showing all my buys from April that I could fit on one screenshot. So I'd been DCAing into Stellar for the last 3.5 months because I knew this pump was coming. It was only a matter of time. So crush that. And then I bought Chainlink 2 days ago, right down here at the $6.95 mark. I caught this pump. You know, I sold some of my engine coin, almost all of it, actually. I don't know why I was still holding 1,500 of them. But now I'm only holding 5. And that was put into Chainlink, which caught a 20% pump versus holding nothing. So I caught that Link pump and I caught the XLM pump this week. So we're crushing it. Absolutely beasting. So let's check out our Goat Hard ecosystem here. You know, kind of nothing really going on. Pulse chain kind of just going sideways. You know, this makes me nervous, though. I'm not going to lie. You know, volume at 1.76 million. That's not good. You know, that's low. I want to see, you know, saucer swap are the ones that I look at for a comparison. Liquidity is starting to come out, is starting to make its way over now. They're growing. Where is the volume? I should know where the volume is. This is so bad. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Oh my God. 184 million in total trade volume. But where's the 24-hour though? Why is this not here? Oh well. All right, almost $500,000. So we're doing a third of PulseX right now on Saucer Swap. So PulseX is doing 1.7 million. They're doing 500,000. So that to me is neck and neck. So similar. And people are out here comparing this shit to Uniswap and Sushi Swap and all these things that launched in the middle of the bull market, right when DeFi was kind of booming and L2s were booming. You just can't compare it. I just don't see the growth. I don't see the gains coming. It's going to take a while. Saucer Swap's been going sideways for over a year now. When it launched at like 2.5 cents, something like that. And it ran up to 6 or 7. Yeah, this is raw because it came out before. So maybe it's not showing the pre-sale. I don't know. But I know it was up at over 5 cents. So say it did a 3x from launch, pretty similar to what PulseX did. And then, we topped out at about 4 cents, and now we're down at 1.5. I wish I could draw. So we're down, 50% is 2. We're down like 80% from the local top back here. And that has been, 8 months of going sideways. So we're nowhere yet. We seriously in PulseX, we could all go sideways for another year. That is definitely, holy zoom. That is definitely on the table. I don't think it's going to happen. I would give it like a 10% chance of happening. So what is going on with this zoom? Jesus. Golly. So what? All right. So we were at 1,400. Man, we're down. It's like, guys, this chart is so similar. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I don't know. I'm looking at that chart. And it's just a downwards move. They had a big pump up when I was able to get my coins early. So it's so similar. So don't listen to these people out here. Come look at real chains that launched during the same situation as PulseX in the middle of a bear market, not in a bull run, not even comparable in my opinion. And we're doing the same volume. So similar volume. So similar. And God, this is one thing too that I really think you got to pay attention to, the DXY, the dollar index. It looks like we had a nice pump up here the last couple of days after falling off a cliff, but this chart looks like all the cryptos that I've been holding for the last year and a half, just straight down and then rolling over. And this is the same thing's going to happen. So I think this dollar is going to come down. If it does to like 98, 96, 94, oh man, guys, look out. Crypto's going to moon. But anything's possible. The insanity going on in the markets right now, it's bad. In this article right here, UK folds on plan to regulate crypto like gambling. Wait, what? I don't know. I'm confused. What? Regulate crypto like gambling. Okay. The UK government said that gambling rules approach could fail to mitigate critical risks to consumers, such as market manipulation, inadequate prudential arrangements, and deficiencies in core financial management practices. Where the fuck are those signs? He argued rendering crypto trading synonymous with gambling instead of bringing it under a financial services regulatory framework would oppose established recommendations from internal organizations. It's just such bullshit. They just want you to see regulate crypto gambling. Just plant that seed in your head. Just prevent you from coming in for another month or two. So Gary Goldman can get his way. He was up on the stand today and he was embarrassed again by Senator Kennedy. Like embarrassed. And you could see he's being set up to be the fall man for all this. Gary Gensler right here, that little smirk. He's the fall guy for everything going on right now. So I can see what's going on in all these articles. I've been paying attention to all of this. And Ripple now, we saw Gary Gensler. He would not even acknowledge that XRP is not a security. That Bitcoin was the only one with legal clarity. And it's like, bro, they just made the law ruling last week, and he wouldn't acknowledge it. And he's here begging for more money. He says they need 170 more people. And they asked him, they said, Gary, do you have a balance sheet with all the money you've spent on lost cases? And he just doesn't even answer questions. It's like he just beats around the bush, and it's just embarrassing. This guy's just got to go. And if not, whatever. That's why I don't pay attention to any of this shit. It's just clown world. And I swear, it's just meant to rile you up and just meant to piss you off, or meant to distract you from what's really important in your life. Blockchain startup Ripple is confident U.S. banks and other financial institutions in the country will start showing interest in adopting XRP in cross-border payments after a landmark ruling. So they're already starting to set the tone. The narrative is shifting so bad already. Crypto is now good. XRP is now good. It could be used by banks. You're starting to see it everywhere. XRP banks. It's the banker's coin. We knew this shit was coming, but it's good for all of crypto. This has to come out. The big boys have to have their games. They have to have their little playground. Traditional finance needs to come in and get wrecked. We talked yesterday about NASDAQ, how they failed. And this article came out again today saying NASDAQ backing out of custody is bad. Bad news for crypto. And this is all about, I think, getting rid of these exchanges right now. They want to drive a nail between them. They do not want to allow a company to coin or to custody assets and have you trade crypto on the same platform. But there's never been a problem with Gemini. There's never been a problem with Coinbase. There's never been a problem with Bitstamp if they're acting in good faith. And as long as they're regulated and someone's keeping an eye on them. Look at SBF. If one asshole from the SEC went down there and looked at his operation, they would have been like, guys, we got a serious problem. But no one went and looked. And they asked Gary about that today on the stand, and he just completely ignored it. And it's starting to become embarrassing. It really, really is. Yo, what up, Erwin? Just saw your tweet there. You pulled up in the Tour de Erwin. Pulled up out front. I don't know if you're in Portugal or if you're in France, wherever you are. But I like it. Like it there. Pulling the camper behind the all-wheel drive Volvo. That a boy. So, guys, this whole thing is about custody. And NASDAQ is a front to give Larry Dink the keys to the empire. They just want to be able to sell ETFs on the NASDAQ exchange and let everyone else do whatever they want. They came in just like everybody else from traditional finance, not everybody, but a majority, and probably had no clue what they were getting into. Ira came over from Gemini. You can't make this up. Ira, who was with Gemini when they got $1 billion lost from the Genesis Earn program. And the same douchebag that was working for them when that happened got hired by NASDAQ to run their crypto platform. And they were bragging about it. It's like, how did you not see this coming? The guy sucked at his job over there. And he was the one that got promoted. So the hypocrisy is just crazy. The news is a significant blow amid emerging signs of life in the crypto industry. What do you mean life in the industry? I've been reading for months that all the JP Morgan and Fidelity's rich investors want no exposure to crypto. And matter of fact, it's actually been down the interest I've been reading about. And that's actually a change in tune. Now that BlackRock has filed for the spot ETF, it's rekindled optimism for an asset class that was pummeled by regulators and bad news for at least the past 16 months. It wasn't the last 15 months. It was the last 16 months, at least. This is so funny. Oh, man. BlackRock signaled that despite the recent apparently coordinated crypto clampdown, man, that's a tongue twister, by U.S. authorities, sometimes called Choke Point 2.0, there is still deep institutional interest in Bitcoin and crypto. What do you mean? For the last 6 months, we've been talking about how the institutional demand for crypto is gone and how crypto is dying. And now a flurry of other spot Bitcoin ETFs quickly followed. And the white collar side of crypto scored a win after the SEC missed its window to deny a different but similarly exciting type of Bitcoin ETF to start trading. Markets sprang back. I think it was actually the Ripple settlement. But on top of all that, a major concession to Ripple last week in a long simmering legal dispute with the SEC after a district judge found that over 700 million of Ripple sales of XRP direct to hedge funds constituted illicit securities offerings. So they go right to that right there. That 12 years ago, the institutional sales were securities. But never mind all the stuff that's going on. The 95% that's traded outside the U.S. Oh, everything that's going on. When they laughed at these guys saying that you could even say a smart contract or a digital asset is a security is laughable. Don't even bring that shit around here again. And that's where they go. And also, XRP short sellers were liquidated as a number of U.S. and international crypto exchanges announced plans to restart XRP trading, reversing a wave of delistings from 2020. Who in the hell was shorting XRP right now at 45, 46 cents? It was stuck between 40 and 55 cents, 60 cents for 6 months. Nobody was shorting it. NASDAQ's decision to exit the crypto custody business before it fully entered is likely not enough to derail the increasingly positive sentiment in crypto. But nonetheless, it is a blow to the nuts, and one that pretends that much of the industry might be on its way to nowhere if the current regulatory regime stays in place. You see how they're setting Gary up to be the ultimate fall boy for this? You got HGH Kennedy already talking about how he's going to back Bitcoin and how he's going to make, or I forget what he's saying, but he's going to introduce Bitcoin and, oh, you're not going to pay taxes on it, on trading of Bitcoin or swaps of Bitcoin, whatever it is. Like, this guy is the biggest hypocrite. He's holding parties that you needed to be jabbed up for while being against it. He's either the biggest cuckold to his wife or he's just the biggest liar. And his ex-wife allegedly hung herself. So this guy is not who the media is making him out to be. He's a scammer. He's a scumbag. He's roided out of his mind. He talks like he has a dildo in his throat. He sounds like he has a vibrating dildo in his throat when he talks. And it's just such a joke. But you're seeing that how they're politicizing Bitcoin, how crypto is now coming to the forefront. And the Democrats, these stupid Democrats and Joe Biden in his poopy pants, they're just destroying the industry for any good actor. All these hucksters and fraudsters out here, man. It's just so bad. It's such a joke. And, it's not clear why NASDAQ is backing out. Whether there's proximate cause or if this is just an example of a corporation reading the tea leaves. The firm was reportedly in dialogue with the New York State Department of Financial Services for months, and is unknown if its proposed limited purpose trust company got the official green light. Notably, in February, the SEC voted to expand its existing regulations over all trading and lending by firms by requiring them to keep customer assets with qualified custodians, meaning chartered bank or trust companies, SEC registered broker-dealers, or the CFTC derivative merchants. And that's what Coinbase, I think, is they're running into an issue, is that they can't run their exchange while holding their assets. So I don't know if they're going to have to give that up, if they're going to have to, I don't know what's going to happen, but you could just see the hypocrisy here. FTX was allowed to do all this nonsense offshore Meanwhile, these guys are in the United States are being punished. It's like, Gary, if you don't see the Gary Goldman and his agenda now, I'm sorry. The rule which needs approval to go in effect implicates more asset classes than just crypto, but seems designed to curtail full stack crypto companies like Coinbase that offer both trading and custody services. So you gotta read through all this nonsense to get to the couple good points in this article, which is this right here. They're trying to curtail crypto companies like Coinbase that offer both trading and custody services. Coinbase is famously not registered with the SEC, aside from having its IPO approved by the SEC. And it disapproves of the proposed requirements to become qualified as a custodian. So that's it right there. I think that's going to be one of the points that they're going to go to battle on, and the new darlings, the new wave of politicians that come in, the new SEC people that come in, this is what they're going to be running on. They're going to fix this right here so the American companies can thrive, and they're not losing out to these foreign businesses and all these people that are leaving to go to London, to go to Dubai. And once again, they bring it up, just like over here with this whole article. They just want you to see crypto like gambling. That's it. That's all. This whole article is all nonsense. There was one good point in this whole article. Most recently, the UK's Financial Conduct Authority has mulled plans to rein in crypto memes. The UK government published a consultation paper in February and its first major foray into crypto regulation, professing a desire to work with digital asset firms to develop a regulatory framework. So after all this chaos, they decided in February of this year that, you know what, we probably should work with the guys that do crypto for a living, that are actually experienced with crypto, that have been working in the industry for years, instead of hiring Ira over from Gemini, who worked previously at, Swift for wherever for 20 years, or worked at, he was at either Goldman's. I think he was at Goldman actually, but regardless, it's so bad. But this is why I'm here to read through this, to sift through the bullshit and just show you what the agendas are and what not to basically waste your time reading. This whole Ripple has been fighting the SEC for the past 3 years over allegations over its two executives conducted a legal offering. Ripple's business suffered as a result, with the company losing at least one customer and investor. MoneyGram, the U.S. money transfer giant, ditched its partnership with Ripple in March of 2021, which is actually not true at all. I paid attention to this. Guess who owns MoneyGram now? Oh, yeah, Stellar. So this was perfectly coordinated, as Ripple and Stellar, when they pump hand in hand, they rise together. They pump together. They're like brother and sister coins. XLM is for retail, for us to send money back and forth, MoneyGram. XRP is for the banks to do the same thing across the world. It's the same thing, just for different markets, for different niches, for different sectors. So, it's really funny that they don't mention that here, that XLM, their sister company, took over for it and have been absolutely crushing since. They brought now actually USDC natively to the Stellar blockchain, and through smart contracts and through the All Bridge, you now have smart contract capability with Ethereum. So all these bridges and all these doors are opening up through DeFi and through these liquidity pools that are coming, these decentralized open source liquidity pools. That's the future. That's what's going to bring this industry to 10, 20, 30 trillion dollars. And what it's tokenization, and two is the big money, the big firms, hedge funds, investment firms being able to come in and anonymously take their clients' money and invest it into DeFi that we use right now. That's where they're going with this. Fidelity's building all this stuff out right now. It's all about interoperability, and this stuff takes time to build. So these walled off gardens, these JPM coin is worthless. Everybody sees it right now. It doesn't do anything. You can just use the dollar and avoid it all. You know, so Alan, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing well. Yes, Erwin is in France on his way to Portugal. You still have XLM on Webull. LOL, got destroyed. Bro, that sucks you got destroyed because we got into XLM. I mean, you must have bought the top of like the end of the last cycle, or did you buy it way back in the day and have just hodled? Because if you bought it and just haven't sold, you're not wrecked on it, bro. XLM is going to come back and do massively. It's going to do phenomenal. You know, so, you know, yeah, even if when did you buy, bro? When did you buy it? I don't even know what Webull is, but, you know, XLM is one of the coins that I've been trying to get people to load up on the last year. You know, I just see what they're doing with MoneyGram, peer-to-peer payments, bringing in 1,600 banks and credit unions with this new platform that they're building out. I mean, it's really big. You know, I want you guys to have, if you're not investing in the Richard Hart ecosystem, which we all love, I want you to have the blue chips that are going to be around in the future. I don't want you to get wrecked on these other coins. Like, I want you DCAing in now while we're early. Like Hedera, another one I really love. Casper, another one I really love. So if you want exposure to stuff, even Kava, you know, people talk shit about it all the time, but you know what? It's got 19% staking, and they just signed a deal with Tether to bring USDT natively to Cosmos through Kava. So that, to me, stablecoins are never going anywhere. They're a huge part of crypto, I think. And when I see partnerships like that with Stellar and USDC and Kava and Tether, the two biggest stablecoins with direct links to different ecosystems to bring liquidity and interoperability, that's what I'm bullish as hell on. That's why I love Quant, for their interoperability. For all this stuff, XRP needs interoperability. You know, these decentralized liquidity pools that are coming, they need interoperability. And that's what is going to be, I think, potentially one of the narratives in the next bull run. As an NFT 2.0s. You know, Paul Barron Network just did a great stream on NFT 2.0s and how many different things these guys are building out for them. Like, it was wild, the shit that I was hearing. I couldn't believe it. You know, I have NFTs now that are just sitting that I got wrecked on, and I don't follow anything NFT related, but I watched that stream. I was like, damn, NFTs could be easily another narrative that comes back. Any one of these games that catches on and goes viral, because there's a lot of them that are about to be released in the next 6 months, and a lot of different ecosystems too, from Hedera, the XRP Ledger. I know Seedify, you know, Altura, I believe, or no, was it Alluvium has their games launched, and so a lot of it is coming in the next 6 to 12 months. So gaming could be another narrative for the next bull run. AI, you know, with the AR VR goggles that are coming, that I think it's Apple's putting out next year. Like, this stuff is going to change so fast. So it's so important to pack your bags now. You know, Zen, people always criticize the shit I do, but it always wins. 9 out of 10 times, it crushes what everyone else is doing. And right now, to not be minting Zen NFTs on Pulsechain, I think is crazy. You know, to not come on here right now and spend, let's see what it costs to do a max VMU, 20,000 Pulsechain, to come on and get yourself 2-point-something billion Zen. You know, that's a couple dollars. And I can almost guarantee that 2.8 billion Zen will be more than a couple dollars. I mean, I don't know. I don't own any Zen on here. I bought like $1 of it to make sure it was the right contract, like so long ago. Yeah, $67. More than that even. Oh, $94 right now is what this is going to pay me when this is due. So 475 days, that's $95. And we are at the absolute bottom right now. Imagine if that does a 10x, that's $1,000. Each one of these is going to print. So you don't think that in a 475 days next December, when these are coming due, boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to say, why the hell did I not go and mint thousands of these? They're just printing me $100 bills, $1,000 racks constantly. But people will say, oh, no, you're not a Hexagon because you like Zen. It's like, fuck you. I like money. I like winning. I don't care. I'm not going to hate anyone for that reason. I'm not going to just jump on any bandwagon. I'm neutral to all that bullshit. I'm crypto biased, or crypto unbiased. I'm crypto neutral. I don't take any sides. I support projects. I talk about certain things, but I want you guys to win. I want you guys to make money. And by not printing these NFTs, this is how you just miss out on opportunities. And you say, damn, why didn't I do that? Because I was listening to some idiot that doesn't know anything outside of regurgitating what other people say. Half the shit isn't even true. And it sucks to see. So I don't know why anybody wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm going to max another one out right here. I'm going to do it right now on stream. 20,000 Pulsechain. And what is that? $2.50. And that's going to get me around $94 minimum if Zen stays exactly the same right now. And I kind of have a feeling that in another year from now, after all these other projects are out that start burning Zen and X1 comes out, that we might go back up here. So that's what, a 5x back to 7x back to where we were a month ago. So that $100 is now $700. Like, I don't understand why people can talk shit on this. It's like this $2.50 is about to print me $700 potentially. It's like, okay, I'm going to sit here and win, and show you how to win. And you can do it yourself, or you can listen to these other clowns that get all the views and all the hype out here. You know, it's up to you. You know, so, and I hope you do the smart thing here. You know, even with Saucer Swap right now, if you just go, you can go to the Discord, you know, and you start a Hashpack wallet. If you do it, I'll send you the HBAR to associate the token. And you can go in the Discord, you link your wallet, and you can hit it 3 times a day and start earning a couple sauce coins every week. It's not much, but you know what? Like, that's the shit. If you start getting into the habit of doing is going out and finding stuff and making money, you start losing like the tribalism feeling of, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'll be hex communicated if I do that. It's like, that's the wrong way of thinking. Like, we're in this to make money. You know, the dollar is going to come down. It is not going to keep above 100 for much longer. You know, this, I was saying earlier, this looks exactly like Hex, PulseX, Pulsechain, Link, Uniswap, any of these PRC20s, Pepe, all of them have these nasty wicks down. And now the dollar is now following crypto trends. So I love it right here. This means one thing, another rollover. So the dollar's is going down. That means crypto is going up. And it's the same cycle almost again. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the blue chip alts, the 50 to 100 million alt market caps, and then the degen plays. And then you have the random meme that comes in here and just totally does its own thing. And I do think there will be a time this summer when the Richard Hart ecosystem decouples from all of crypto and just goes on a major pump. And that's why, you know, inside the ecosystem, you need to spread your money across all 4 coins. You know, I was paying really close attention the last week in the Lobster wallet in Stellar. You know, it's all of the coins in there. When Stellar went up 100% and doubled, they actually lost value. You know, I thought because of Hart's Law, once XRP pumps, it's going to drag up Solo and Corium and all these other coins. It didn't. It didn't. They went up, but they retraced. XRP held all the value. XLM's holding all the value, and the altcoins are now losing value to XLM. So now is the perfect time, I think, to come and swap into them. You know, Hart's Law does not work in these other ecosystems, but inside this ecosystem, they all pump in kind of unison. Or I don't know, there's a pattern to it. I don't know, haven't figured it out yet, but never is there a day where Pulse Chain rockets up and the other 3 go down. Like they're all green, almost all 4 of them, or 3 out of the 4 will be green. So Hart's Law really only comes into play in this ecosystem. I have not found it to be true in the Hedera ecosystem either. So it's really interesting watching these altcoins when the main asset is pumping, they're actually losing value. Really, really shocking. It's a lot of oh yeah, bro. Presume of what on the Zen FTs or what? Oh, I can't. It's the delay is so bad. I mean, even if it doesn't, bro, even if it stays here, I'm spending $2 and it's worth 94. So that's 47xing right there. You're way too centralized by Hart's Law. That stuff in Legacy's hands. It'll never follow Hart. Nope. They don't, bro. And they're honestly, they're even like it's the Staker app. Lobster Wallet is Staker app for XLM. So it's really crazy to see, like, man, it's the same thing we got here. But I guess the PRC 20s are no, they're all coming down too. Yeah, Hart's Law is unique, bro. It really is. It really is unique to the HEX ecosystem. I would love to see it in these other ecosystems. It'll make crypto a hell of a lot easier. But yeah, guys, we are just following what the UK is doing. They are now meeting with all the biggest exchanges. They're telling you right here, they're now meeting with crypto players and digital asset firms to develop a regulatory framework. So they're telling us right here, this is happening. And the United States is going to do the same thing. Gary's going to be the fall guy, and he's going to get rushed out, and whoever replaces him, they're going to come in with legislation and the saviors to the problem that is being created right in front of our faces. If you watched him today up there, it was like, man, I would have done a better job. I could have answered those questions better and more truthfully. So it really is sad to see. It really is. But guys, we're in a great spot right now. I really do think Bitcoin's going to run up to 35K. I feel it. And then we're going to have a little alt season. And then it's going to get ugly around September when the government starts selling Bitcoin. Mt. Gox's Bitcoins, I think, are finally starting to get sold. So there are going to be some narratives. They're going to pump it down again. But I really am curious to see when this ETF comes out. Like Sami's got making a really good case for this cycle blowing up fast and ended early. And I think if that happens, I think Bitcoin will rocket up above past 100,000 and people are going to be calling for 250. And that's where they're going to get trapped. But I really don't know. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for this bear market to last for 6 months. I'm ready for the bull market to happen tomorrow. Like all my bags are packed. And, you know, if this keeps dragging out, I'm going to just keep topping them up. Well, guys, we're in a great spot. If you're here now, just don't do anything stupid. You know, just save yourself if you need to. Stake your HEX. You know, you can time lock with Matty Allen's new app, that Time Pays Me. If you really think you got them degen hands and you can't stop trading, just lock up your Pulse chain. You can't go wrong doing that. I think that's a good app that saves you from yourself, but we don't need that here. We're seasoned degens here. You know, we're not out trading. We're not out doing dumb shit. You know, these PRC 20s have been dead. Like I'm looking at them, there's no volume in the last 24 hours. You know, Singularity Net, Alluvium, Quant. I mean, they're all dead. They used to have thousands in volume. And I was looking too. I don't understand what's going on with V1 and V2, why some of them, like PP, all the liquidity is over on V2 and it all moved off V1. But if you look at like SHIB and, you know, Aave2 is in V2, but everything else is still in V1. So I don't know if the liquidity pools are going to be coming for more of these pairs or what, but man, shit's crazy. these guy candles are out of control. They realize, I mean, where else do you see candles like this? I mean, seriously. I mean, these are like 20, 30% wicks every freaking day. You know, like looking back on this, we are going to be so blessed. Like the millions of pulls that we made trading these. I mean, this was just like a gift on Christmas. I mean, it's like Christmas morning every day, waking up. You see the red death wick. All right, time to load up, and it'll retrace every single time. It's like if you missed that pump, all right, I'll just sell the next one and I'll buy the dip. And it was so easy. And now it kind of sucks that the volume is gone. I mean, look at that. We haven't seen any. I mean, it's been about 4 days now since we saw. Oh, no, that was, yeah, actually even longer, almost a week. Damn. So I'm fiending for this. I really want to see the PRC 20s pop off. I want to see Pepe pop off on Pulsechain. I want to see someone announce just some kind of building on Pulse, but I'm not worried about it, guys. We got Goat Heart. We got the best owner in crypto here. He knows what he's doing, and I think he will personally build the wallet if he needs to. He will build the new liquid loans if for some reason it doesn't work or whatever happens. If the guys take off with the money, which they're not. You know, I can't wait for that project to come out. But I think Richard will just build shit himself if he needs to get this thing going. You know, he's got his legacy on the line, and I just don't see him losing it over money or like something that could be fixed with, you know, the OA account or I don't know, just crypt money, whatever it is. I just think his legacy is more important than money at this point. You know, money can't buy you at that level. I mean, what's he going to get? Another 10 watches, a cooler sports car. Like at that point, I just feel like the material shit, it doesn't matter. And I think just one stream, the movie's coming out. And as soon as he does a media tour or gets back on stream, people are going to be like, there's Richard. And that sentiment is going to change. People will be right back. And man, I'm just excited. I mean, I'm really excited. You know, I'm seeing the theaters. We got new editions being put out. We got new showings being put out. I'm seeing theaters being sold out, 30% left. You know, so it's awesome, guys. We're here now. We made it through the bear market. And I think we're going to have a little alt season to end off August here. And then September, we'll recoup, you know, late August, see where we're at. Bitcoin could hit 32, 33K, maybe 34, maybe 35. I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping for. And then a little push up for the alts, take some profits, and then, yeah, recoup, recalibrate, and just see what the new days bring us. I mean, no one's got a crystal ball, guys. No one knows what move's coming next, what narrative will be next. All you can do is guess. All you can do is just make educated decisions based on stuff you did in the past, you know, mistakes you made, stuff you've hit on. I mean, it really is just experience and being in this stuff over and over and just seeing it again and again. You can kind of predict where things are going. You know, like with XLM, I've been paying attention to it a lot this past week. And I was talking to my friend earlier. He's like, bro, should I buy right now? I was like, no, wait until it goes down to 14 cents again. And it will. You know, it pumped up today hard. But I really do think we'll see 14 cents again. Or like sub 15 cents. You know, if we just wait till the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. I mean, the weekends typically suck. So if you missed out on XLM, you still don't have it. Oh, wow. I'm looking at a blank screen here. Sorry, guys. You know, I just think, wait a little bit. But we all had these, we all should have these bags packed. We've been talking about it for years now. I mean, my first stream was like on Sologenics and the XRP Ledger and Corium and XRP and Stellar and ISO. So, I mean, this is nothing new. You know, it's just finally all the stuff is like playing out. It's happening. It's coming to fruition. It's not just these pipe dreams and like these, these partnerships just got signed. Oh, bullish news. This partner. No, this shit is being built. It's being launched and it's happening in front of our eyes now. So exciting, exciting times. Like it should. Bro, do you not feel the same way? Like Richard is not going to let Pulsechain fail. He knows what has to be done. I think he's one of the smartest people in crypto. He sees trends. He understands people. He knows where things are going. And I feel like he's just so smart. He'll build that wallet. He'll build whatever is needed to bring people in to like, he's just so smart, bro. I just see that him doing that. I don't think he's going to fumble this and let this opportunity of a lifetime for him to have 3 successful projects. He's the GOAT. I mean, who else do you compare him to besides Charles and Vitalik? I mean, I just Jack, no way. He Jack's no. So Goatheart is going to do it. He will with his will Pulsechain to the top 10. He only does that stuff because the sheep will flock to it. Material things, all the flashy stuff. 100%. He put out a tweet a week or two ago saying that Richard is dead. It died with the documentary. Flashy Richard. It's now Humble Richard. Power City, for that matter, is in the same situation, but what do I know? Liquid Loans shits the bed. I think Richard Hart. I hope they don't, bro. I'm a big fan of liquid loans. Like, I really want to be able to use that, something like that, this next cycle. You know, I don't want to have to cash out and pay insane capital gains taxes. I would much rather loan it out to myself. But, yeah, we'll see. You know, Power City, yeah, be careful. Be careful with all these projects, guys. I'm not going to talk bad about any of them. You know, I'm sure if I was in that position, I wouldn't want some douchebag streamer with 3 people watching, making fun of me or talking shit on my project because I'm a developer. I don't know how hard these guys have worked, but, you know, it's your money you're investing. So you got to be careful and do your research, do your homework. Yo, Tin Top, what's up, my man? Yo, you guys have any more fake gold you've been shipping to China? Like, that was the most hilarious story I think I've covered in the last year. Was Australia pulling a China to China and sending them tainted gold? Like, China is the, like, I'll rip you, whatever you make, I'll rip it off and clone that shit and sell it for $2, you know? And to see Australia turn around and do that to them, that was just literally epic. Literally epic. So shout out Australia. You guys are awesome down there. But, all right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. You know, if you got any questions, you need help, message me, hit me up, book an appointment on vibrafinance.com. This is what I do all day, every day. And I'm here to help. So like, share, subscribe, get this out there. Trying to grow this to 1,000 subscribers so we can actually start being pushed by the algorithm instead of being shoved to the back. So appreciate all you guys' support, all you guys stopping in. Erwin, we got to get on stream soon, man. Once you settle in over there and then once you settle in the Portugal, I want you to drive up the Nazaré, paddle out on a boogie board, and just go like sit out there with 50-foot waves just like rolling in behind you live. And then I'm going to come over there and surf one with you. So, all right, guys, appreciate all the support. Jonathan, my man, appreciate you stopping in. I see you lurking in Ivan's chats and Axis and all the alpha you catch out there. I see you. All right, guys. Peace.